As we all know, yesterday being on 27th of February the year 2025, Martha Karua, the former Azimio la Umoja running mate, went ahead to rebrand and launch ANAK party, ANAK Kenya party, as the People's Liberation Party. Now, the questions that a lot of Kenyans have been asking, is there a possibility of us ever again having a Martha Karua and Raila Odinga ticket? Will Raila Odinga and Martha Karua again work together, or will Raila Odinga come into this coalition again? Now, remember yesterday at the said meeting, we had Senior Counsel Dr. Stephen Kalonzo MUSYOKA, the Wiper Party leader. We had Wamunyoro Chief, that is Rigathi Gachagua. We had the DAP-K party leader, that is Eugene Wamalwa. Now, all these are big wings. Even Matiang'i's representative was there, David Onyonka, the Kisii senator. Now, Murara Kebaso also was there. When we look at this coalition, it is a humongous coalition, yes. Let's agree with one thing. The only mistake the only thing they don't have is the preferred presidential candidate, because if you try to view them in all perspective, these people are all qualified in one way or the other to run for the presidential seat. Eugene Wamalwa, Martha Karua, Stephen Kalonzo MUSYOKA, Rigiji. Now, when you look at them, the only person that these people are going to rally behind in the said coalition is Senior Counsel Stephen Kalonzo MUSYOKA. He is the only person there that has a credible record of becoming the presidential candidate for the coalition come the year 2027. But listening to what the Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna and also the ODM party Secretary General had to say yesterday while speaking in regards to what is happening, I want us to listen to this so that we will continue making our decision and decide whether is there a possibility of Raila Odinga joining this team. I want you to hear this. Edwin Sifuna said
shilingi bilioni.
I want you to listen.
Kenya shillings. Those I have done 7 years as your SG. Zungumzia vile ambavyo mimi wanawazungumzia. Wenzetu wengine wanatuambia wao wamechoka kukula tear gas.
No, listen.
Wamechoka kutetea wananchi.
Listen to Sifuna's statement.
Wamechoka kukaa kwa barabara. Mimi nilijua kwamba hii safari kikomo chake ni sisi kama wana ODM kuchukua serikali. Vile ambavyo mmoja wetu amesema hapa, hatujafika. Na mimi naomba kwamba sisi kama wana ODM tuendelee na hiyo azma, kwa sababu kwa maono yangu, na nyinyi sijui mnaona namna gani, kwa maono yangu there has never been a better opportunity for ODM to form government than 2027.
Now that is the Secretary General of ODM, Edwin Sifuna. He's saying in the history of Raila Odinga running for the presidency seat under the ODM ticket, there has never been a more time that they are sure that the ODM can form the government than the year 2027. Now, I want us to complete this statement by Edwin Sifuna so that you will get the point of where I'm coming from.
Opportunity to make ODM the governing party than in 2027. Ni kazi ya SG. Unajua katibu mkuu wa chama sio lazima ugurume. Sasa ukinikosoa ati na kutumia polisi wa kuabduct, hapana. Kwa sababu wananchi wana uhuru wa kusema, hata nyinyi kama wana ODM muna uhuru wa kusema Sifuna, hapa sisi hatukubaliani na wewe.
Now that is Sifuna telling us literally that it's high time that you realize Raila Odinga is not going to lay down his tools so that William Samoei Ruto can continue governing the Republic of Kenya as its president. Why am I saying this? I have said this and I will repeat it again, that Edwin Sifuna is not only the Secretary General of ODM, but also the mouthpiece of Raila Odinga. Many have requested Raila Amolo Odinga to kick out Sifuna as the party secretary general. But why has Raila Amolo Odinga why hasn't he done so? Why has Raila Amolo Odinga continued to have Sifuna serve as his Secretary General and the spokesperson of the ODM party? It's because Sifuna speaks Raila Amolo Odinga's mind. Sifuna speaks what Raila Amolo Odinga can't say. And Raila Amolo Odinga has never been more proud of Edwin Sifuna than he is right now. And I said yesterday, you all think that Raila Amolo Odinga will accept William Ruto to continue working with these people, and Raila Amolo Odinga endorses William Ruto for the presidency come the year 2027, knowing that Raila Amolo Odinga, there is no other time that he has in the history of the Republic of Kenya have been so sure of taking over the presidency than this year 2020. The coming election 2027. Raila Amolo Odinga is not going to accept that. And that is why Sifuna says we can't fear talking because we fear losing some seats or some benefit that the government of Kenya Kwanza has been stored upon us as the ODM party. No, we can't do that because William Ruto knows that without us, he is done politically. His career is dead on the start. He will be a one-term president if Raila Amolo Odinga did not endorse him for the year 2027. And that is why Edwin Sifuna says, for the first time in history, the parts that we were always in fear that we will lose, and the parts that have not been supporting us, and they were supporting William Ruto in the year 2022, they are currently begging for us to come so that they will support us, so that the ODM can take the government. And Sifuna tells us, no matter what, you heard Joho saying that even if Raila Amolo Odinga decides to walk out of the government, I'm not going to walk out of the government. It's because somebody like us and Joe, it doesn't matter that he is a Raila Odinga's diehard, but he also has his own interests to secure. As the cabinet secretary of mining, he has something to do for himself in the government of President William Ruto. He has to gather money in the government of President William Ruto. And that's why he says he's not exiting even if Raila Amolo Odinga exits. Why is he saying so? Joho comes from the coastal region. For the first time, the coastal region, apart from Najib Balala back in the year 2022 and the government of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, now Joho has been accommodated in this government under President William Ruto. And the people of the coastal region are now rallying behind William Ruto. Not because Raila Amolo Odinga said so. It's because Joho decided to work with William Ruto. And Joho can disobey Raila Amolo Odinga when he feels like. But there are people that cannot disobey Raila Amolo Odinga and expect that the people who have been supporting them or people that follow them will continue backing them up. People like Cabinet Secretary of Treasury, John Badi, people like Opiyo Wandayi. We can say the Mlembe Nation can also listen to Wycliffe Oparanya. Oparanya working in conjunction with Mudavadi and Wetangula, they can convince a few elements in the Mulembe Nation without the influence of Raila Amolo Odinga. But for people like Sifuna, they are telling us, let those that want to go. Let them continue singing praises to William Ruto. But one thing that you should know, there is no time that we are sure that Raila Amolo Odinga can become the president of the Republic of Kenya other than the year 2027. Because Mulima in a Twitter. And that's why on my analyzation, I have said several times that Raila Amolo Odinga will come into the coalition involving Kalonzo, Musyoka, Martha Karua, Rigiji and Matiang'i, and he will become their presidential candidate, while Kalonzo Musyoka becomes his cabinet, his running mate. Martha Karua will be the prime cabinet secretary. Are we together? When you look at it in that manner, while people like Eugene Wamalwa takes up the dockets like Interior, Eugene Wamalwa is a lawyer. He is also qualified to become the Speaker of the National Assembly or the Speaker of the Senate. So you all see the point on why Raila Amolo Odinga will come into this coalition. This coalition is also praying that Raila Amolo Odinga now comes to his senses very fast so that he will join them. And that's why Raila Amolo Odinga is not associating himself with them publicly. But in real sense, if you hear what Edwin Sifuna is telling us, it means that Edwin Sifuna knows what Raila Amolo Odinga move will be. You have seen people like Kaluma requesting Edwin Sifuna to be kicked out. You have seen people like Robert Alai, other leaders, Aladwa, a lot of leaders from the ODM party. Even the youths have been paid to continue saying nonsense against Edwin Sifuna. But when it comes to speaking sense, you will realize that Sifuna is speaking what is in Raila's mind. And in no time, you will come to realize that. Subscribe.